right, shy of mowing, we got it up. So that puts a little closure on that. The farmer in.
Liddell.
The farmer in.
Liddell.
Hi ho, da dirty do, the farmer in.
Liddell.
Well, how'd do? So I know I've talked about this before, but in case you're new, that's a fire pit. No, really. Now it looks more like a fire pit. Anyhow, I'm going to put 3 little legs on it and then probably at some point grind it smooth, or maybe not, because some of these little edges could be where you stick your little marshmallow roaster thing in there and it won't go crawling around. It'll just stay put. And then every once in a while hoarding tendencies pay off. This will keep it from getting full of rainwater. I probably will still drill a bunch of holes in the bottom of it so it gets like an updraft from air. And then if there is any water in it, it will drain out. And then somewhere over here, I have a great grill Duo Majiki that my dad gave me. It's probably on the bottom. But in the meantime, I could use something like this or some smaller stuff and make it to where it's like either a half grate or, you know, whatever. We'll see. The big one is like catwalk stuff, so if I can find that and if I can find the right size pipe, it'll actually swing over and back. Dad's got one like that, works pretty slick, but the pipe isn't exactly the right size, so it kind of but anyway, yeah, we'll get some legs on the bottom of this and then I'm gonna roll it over to the other side because yeah, I ain't carrying that. Anyway, we'll get on that. All right, give me another one.
There's 2 for left.
Okay, last one.
I mean, this small one or a big one?
Big one. There you go.
Need any more?
Sure, we'll put it on this end because that's the way the wind's blowing from.
This is the last one.
Okay, that'll work out perfectly.
Maybe
Okay.
another one for that one.
Huh?
Maybe another
Yeah, I ran out of nails though. They're just big galvanized sinkers that I had from I don't know what.
You should find some more.
Nah, it'll be all right. We're gonna put gravel on it.
Gravel?
Okay, so now we've got the base over here, and I think I hear my redneck dump truck coming in. Oh look, there it is, the supply wagon, better known as a Jetta. But you know, when you're in town and it gets 45 miles to the gallon, you use it slowly, making all kinds of mathematical equations, recalculating, adjusting, slowly. One more foot. There you go. All right, so landscaping pavers or retaining wall doohickeys. They're just going to go like this all the way around. And I hope I bought enough. I guesstimated. We shall see. Okay, we'll have to do a little bit of adjusting. We have enough. We actually have more than we need. What do you think? Like that? It sticks out a little bit, but I want it to stabilize underneath. Once we get this course on, the next course will be the same size, so I guess I can, of course, if I try and do more than that, it's not going to line up on the little edges, like every other, the halfway, and that'll bother me. I guess we'll just call it an air gap for breathability. Good grief. You know what? Sometimes being picky is not your friend. Yeah. Now that I know that there's that much of an air gap, I probably should glue them because they're not going to be all touching. What do you think?
Probably. I still think the bottom ones need to come out more.
Yeah, but then it lets the whole thing wibble wobble.
Well, I think you could brace it.
Yeah.
It just looks silly with the...
With them tucked underneath?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right,
Just let's finish it and see how it looks. It might look fine.
there's a band on there too, so it's making the center row stick out more than the top row. What do you think?
What do you think?
I'm gonna slam them all next to each other and see if I can get one more around, and then I'll restack the bottom ones like you said, but maybe stick like, I gotta stick something underneath of there. Yeah, we can get one more. I'll just have to stabilize the bottom. Okay, side note, if you were paying attention earlier, I said I was going to put little legs, but there's a chain hook thingy-jinger on one side. And when I threw it down there to see how long the legs were going to be, it was actually sort of kind of stable. So I skipped that step. So that's why I want the bricks up against it tight. Yeah, I think you're right. We'll wedge something underneath of there. I think even if it's a rock, it won't matter, because if it gets really, really hot and it cracks and it pops, at that point it'll have everything else around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna need 2 more. Now we can only take 3 back. And I get to undo everything I just did. How about them apples? Now I'm just eyeballing it down the edge. Yeah, that looks great. All right, there it is, all restacked. Okay, so we got a truckload of gravel that came from way up yonder on the creek. We're running it through this screen. There's the fines, and there's what we're going after. We are, well, I'd like to say a quarter, but I'm gonna say about 1/8 of the way done. Now we'll use the wheelbarrow that was underneath the shaker screen. All the fines that fall through the screen come in here, and we're gonna put them around the duck pond, so that they have less to jump over and whatnot. So, and yeah, that is icky water, I know, but hey, that's only 8 hours. I see you got a full load there.
I was wondering where y'all were.
Wow. Well, it's not done, because eventually these will actually be, this one, I might leave that one like that because it's kind of cool. But then these logs will be flipped over and they will be benches and whatnot. But anyway, that's the gist of it, and it's all from stuff that was here on the property, except these bricks. Obviously I bought those, and that was a recycled lid off of one of the patio heaters. But anyhow, there it is. So hope y'all are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. Take a moment to hold on to all the memories that are good, let go of the rest, and respect the people that have already passed on. God bless y'all.